Boo. Hello, welcome to Monday Night Paranormal Live with myself, Paul and Jenny from Host for Ghost. Angela from South Coast Ghost is hiding somewhere. Has disappeared.
Still here.
Are you still there? Is there anybody there? Dora from Host for Ghosts and Luke, one of our lead investigators. So good evening and welcome to my... Oh, you're back again.
I don't know what happened there.
So, as due to a technical issue, Angela's back. So, we hope you had a great week this week or last week, and you did lots of investigations the weekend. We had a quiet weekend for a change, so it made a change to catch up. So, welcome to Monday Night Paranormal Live. So, tonight we're going to ask the question. So, if you're tuning in or you're watching, please send your comments in. Angela will see them on the screen and we'll put them on the screen. If you want to come on the live, it's perfectly fine. You can come and chat about your team or your investigations. That's perfectly fine. We're happy for you to do that. Come along and meet us. And also, Dora went to an abbey today, so she'll tell us a bit about her wandering around the abbey. So tonight's question we're going to ask you all out there is, why do spirits stay in one location? And if they travel, do they travel back to places they enjoyed when they were on the Earth plane? So that's the question. So why do spirits stay in one location? And then do they, because there is supposedly no time in spirit world, do they travel back to places that they enjoyed as growing up or as an adult or with a family? Do they travel back there and look at them times? You often wonder the question, hi Alan, you often ask yourself the question, spirit are there in a location, do they actually know that they've passed over, but why do they stay in that location? So, Luke, let's go to you first. What's your opinion, mate? What do you think?
It sometimes depends how they died. Like if they got murdered, I think they're kind of stuck where they got killed, I think.
What, is it in a traumatic death?
Yeah.
Right.
And like a suicide, sometimes so if they kill themselves, they're kind of stuck, like being punished or something like that. I heard of something about that. Right.
And you think they stay there because they don't know they've passed over, or it's just so traumatic they don't move on?
Yeah, if they can't move on, I think, because of the trauma, I think.
Right.
If they got murdered, they might be looking for answers.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Yeah. So they're wandering around looking for why this happened to them.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Nice. Dora, what do you think?
Yeah, well, it's a bit tricky question, isn't it? It's so many answers, I think, to that. You can say they may be stuck, or they can travel. I think the more elemental the spirits are, they probably more stuck into place.
Yeah.
Or like Luke said, tragic experience with death. That could be also keeping them in one place. And then you also can have spirits traveling into places where they may be been happy when they were alive. Or just to basically visit family or friends which are still on the airplane.
Yeah. So you think that they can travel backwards and forwards? Hi,
Yeah,
Penelope. Welcome to Monday Night Paranormal Live. Great to have you on. If you want to send your comments in, we're talking about tonight. The Doris just asked, give our view on why do spirits stay in a location? Is it that they don't know that they've passed? And do they travel back travel back to where they had a great time, a good childhood, a good family life in the middle life of their family? Do they ever travel back to that location where they used to live? Is the question tonight. Hello. Can't see it. It's too small. I have to zoom in a little bit. There we go. So that's the question tonight. So, Andrew, what do you think?
Now the dog's shut up. I think there's some that will stay and some that won't. Some that might be attached to buildings or some that might be attached to people. And I think we were saying last week about some spirits might stay around because they're protecting the building or the place for whatever reason. Maybe it was a place they really loved, or there's just somewhere they worked in like a defense role and they're just still doing that role. But I don't know about how far they could travel, because I did a bit of research and the general consensus is that like spirits of people that have passed over won't go to places that they didn't go to when they were alive. So say that they want to travel the world, when they're dead they don't just go off and travel the world. But
Yeah,
I don't know why that would or wouldn't happen. What else was I going to say? Oh, and yeah, you can have like spirits at particular places, but then a lot of people, if they haven't like used the right protection, they can have a spirit follow them home. But then I always wonder how far they will go, like following someone. Like say if they came over from a different country, would they follow them all the way back over there? Like would they attach themselves to them for that reason, or maybe they just stay with them for a little bit just to be nosy and then go back to where they started? There's so many questions, so many theories.
It is, isn't it? It's all one question opens a million of other questions, isn't it? You know, how far can they travel if they're attached to you? You know, is there a boundary they can only go so far? Can they even go to a different country, like you say? So if you flew to Spain and come back from Spain, can they travel?
Yeah.
You know, does it? I don't know. Does it work that way, or
did they go on the plane with us?
Yeah.
I hope they pay their ticket because I'm not paying for them.
They'd be attached to you.
Yeah.
They'd be attached to your auric body,
Yeah.
right? So there's no reason why they couldn't travel to a different country with you, because it's an energy thing, isn't it? It's an energy field.
Yeah, it's a good question, really, isn't it? It's whether they have boundaries, isn't it?
Yeah, like why did they attach themselves to you in the first place? Is there a purpose to it, or I don't know.
I think a lot of attachments are down to energy, aren't they? They're drawing your energy to keep going, to manifest and to create problems. A lot of attachments don't always cause you a problem, but the majority of them can, because they're all constantly sucking your energy. And people say when other people get attachments that they change the person changes. I read a book many years ago called Demons and Familiars, and you get it on Amazon. That's really, really interesting. And it's about an American medium who was doing all these paranormal investigations and psychic readings and all this type of stuff. And then somebody said to him, "Oh, you've changed." He went, No, I'm just the same person." And the story goes on about subtle little things that happened to him. And he thought, well, that's strange. That's never happened before. And obviously, as the story goes on, the demon shows itself as a familiar. So at the start of it showed as a child, and he thought he knew the child from way back. But then the warning sign started to trigger. Well, how can I know that child? Because they're probably still alive. And gradually, he started to try and work out what was going on. And then, over a period of time of doing different things, he realised he had an attachment from a paranormal investigation. And once he acknowledged that he had an attachment, it really started to drag him down. So he started to get depressed, lost his friends, his attitude changed. He changed his whole persona changed. He was turned from a real, fun-going guy to a really nasty person. And then he thought, it's a good book to read because he goes on and then he realises it's actually a demon that's got him. And that's why it's called Demon and Familiars, because demons tend to show themselves in the beginning as someone you trust. So you drop your guard down and then they grab you or get in you, and then you've got that attachment. I think a lot of it is to do, if you ground yourself properly, I'm sure, we all do it, don't we, when we go to an investigation. And yet I don't ever know of ever coming back with an attachment from the building. No. So is it just down to grounding? Is it down to being the spirits that you call forward? Or what is it? Why, I don't know. And other spirits think, well, I've been in this location for a long time, I'll follow them home. Because you often see the people driving along and they see a head pop up in the back of the car.
Oh, yeah.
And you've seen it on video, haven't you? And I've seen it on the TV, and you think, well, how can it get in the car and where does it think it's going? It might as well get on a bus, doesn't it, really? Because how does it know where the people in the front of the car are going? Or do they just like their aura, or they just like the people and they're just along for the drive? Pardon me. And then they go back to where they were. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they just want to learn from the person, learn something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Luke?
Yeah, they might be attracted to their energy.
You think they're attracted to that because it's good energy?
Yeah. But they might need help. They might all like him to help them or something like that.
And did you think they come that close because they're looking for help, or they're just inquisitive, they're just nosy, or do they realise they're dead or passed over?
Not sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, I think.
Yeah, often makes you wonder whether spirit know that they've actually gone, doesn't it, to the other side? Like if it's a traumatic death, then you can understand they wouldn't, because it's instant, isn't it? It's just like, it's an instant passing. But if it's a long-term type illness, as it goes on and on and on, they close their eyes, they go to sleep. Do they realise they've actually passed over, or is it just the same the other side? They just wake up and it's a beautiful day and not life goes on, because we know life stops, and it's like the spirits stay around the house because that's where they had a great time. They enjoyed it, and why would I go anywhere else? Because I'm here anyway, but I'm not passed over, but I'm here. This is what I'm reliving. I don't know. I mean, it's a question I thought about, and it sort of opens a lot more questions, about, like we were saying last week, like you're saying, where they stay guard.
Yeah.
Are they actually guarding a haunted location, trying to stop you going in, or do they make the noises and that to try and get you to leave the location and don't want you there? I think there was a TV program called Ghosts, wasn't it? Where they had a comedy of ghosts. I think was it called Ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were doing all sorts of things, weren't they, to get the people out of the house? So it's quite a funny series to watch, isn't it? About the antics that they get up to. And you look at that program and you think, is that the same the other side? They're all ganging up to try and get us out of the location, or, and you look and you laugh at it, but, how close to the truth is that?
Yeah, I guess maybe if you move into a house and they pick up on your energy, and if they don't sort of resonate with it, they don't like it, then they try and do things to get you out. But then if they like it, if they like the feel of you, then they'll just let you come in and be fine.
That's all right. You can come in. We like you.
Yeah.
we won't make any noises or footsteps or slam doors, open drawers during the night because we like you.
Leave
But
some
you
little
don't.
notes around. Garden needs doing.
Yeah. Don't forget about the dishes.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder whether it is like that on the other side, doesn't it? Where they're all laughing, and I think it is, isn't it? You know, where they're laughing and joking. Because I've
Yeah.
often done the question, you know, do we look silly to you?
Yeah.
You know, and often you get back a yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe they do think, oh, here we go again. Is this lot again? Same questions. Is there
Yeah.
anybody there? And all standing there laughing. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torches on their heads. Like, what are you doing?
Who wanders around in the dark? That's probably what they're laughing at, aren't they? Look at this lot coming down the tunnel. It's so dark they can't even see where they're going. Look.
Yeah.
And I just wondered, you know, with going back to the question, you know, whether they're just protective of where they are. You know, they try and protect what they can, when they can, and how they can, because it's somewhere that maybe they grew up and had such a lovely time growing up at this specific location that they don't want to move on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. When I went on a course a few weeks ago, we were having a break and we were just like generally chatting. And this woman was saying about the house they were trying to sell, and it had been in the family for years, and it had been sold, but the people only stayed there for, I think it was only a matter of weeks before they moved out because the feeling there was so horrible. And then somebody else moved in and it was fine. And what they think happened was the spirit, one of their ancestors or something, just didn't like who it was that had moved in and just made it feel so uncomfortable for them
weird is that?
Yeah. So I think
never thought of it like that. How they can make it. Dora, what do you think? That's quite a good point, isn't it?
Well, I wonder how the people getting on in the flat where we used to live.
Yeah.
It's probably empty.
Yeah.
No, I sometimes drive past when I'm working in that area. But yeah, I wonder, did they pick up on anything or not?
Do you ever think maybe you'd go and ask?
No. I wouldn't go back there.
No. So when you go back and have a look, do you feel weird outside of it? You look, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you drive past or you stop and look at it?
Sometimes I stop and I'm thinking, I just make me wonder, have they getting anything?
And do you get a feeling when you're in the car looking at it, you think, I can feel it again and drive off? Or what do you actually feel?
Drive off quickly. Always drive off quickly, yeah.
And what type of feeling do you get then when you're looking at it?
It's
memories?
Yeah. It wasn't very nice. I told you story before, so yeah.
Yeah. You had various things happen there, didn't you?
A lot.
So
tell one of them.
Tell us one of your stories then, if you want. It's up to you.
Which one?
Yeah. You don't have to give the address away. Yeah.
I think the more scary one was with the picture of Holy Mother flowing over the hallway. That was, I think, the most scary thing. Sean was working till 10 o'clock then, so I was waiting for him to get home with dinner. So he usually was getting home about 11 o'clock at night. And we have, you walk into the flat and on the right was the kitchen. On the left was the dining room with living room. And the wall from the dining room to the hallway was like a glass. So as I sat on the table, when Sean came back home, I sat facing the hallway, and I could see from my seat to door to the kitchen. So Sean was sitting back to the hallway, and he comes in, have a dinner, and he was like chatting how was day and stuff like that, what we've been up to. And it was just split seconds. I look up and I heard little bit of rattling noise, and then I see that Holy Mother picture flying across the hallway and landing on the wooden floor, making massive bang.
Yeah.
And I just look at Sean. He dropped his knife and fork, and he went, "What the hell was that, Dora?" He turned white, literally like someone drained blood from him. And I said, I looked at him. I said, "You're not gonna believe." And we didn't got up yet. And he said, like, "What was it? You saw it. What was it?" I say that Holy Mother, which we had above the front door, flew off across the hallway. And he went, "What?" So I got up, and he was like, "Dora, don't go in there. Don't go in there." I said, "I'm going in there." So I walk into the hallway. That hallway was always creepy. Got into the hallway, pick up the picture. I did have a look at it if it's not broken or damaged, because I knew, as everyone knew, what's that mean. So yeah, I picked it up and it was all in one piece. So I took the picture and I shout, "Whoever don't like this picture being there, it stays there because it's my house, and if you don't like it, you can FO." And I put it back up there, and that picture was there for years, never fall off. And it didn't fall off like this. It went across like nearly 3 meters.
And did you know much about the flat when you bought it? Who was there originally, or what it was about, or?
So we bought the flat of council, and the flat was built straight after the war in the 50s. And the flat, well, Sean lived there all his life.
Oh.
So yeah. So obviously, before he was born, his parents was living there. Yeah. I don't know who was living before them, because someone lived before them there for few years. But yeah, we got kind of into it to check in what was there. So we went to Emsworth Museum. It's like a little museum, not far from the train station, to look on the old maps. So basically, it was just marshland.
All right.
Just fields before it was built. So
and how many buildings were there then? Like 4 blocks of flats or 1 block of flat? What is it like?
They kind of spread along the road. So you've got 1, 2, 4 blocks of flats.
And did you ever know anybody else in any of the other flats were having an issue?
Yeah. There was our friend next door. He said he got stuff going on in his flat, but he told us when he moved in, he found a Ouija board in the cupboard. So someone obviously done Ouija board, and they reckon that's how it all started. The people upstairs, there was a couple living there. Then there was a single guy living there. But long before that, there was a man living there. But he committed suicide but not in the flat. Outside of the flat, somewhere in some location.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
it was a nice
No.
place.
Did you know? Did you feel it when you first went in to view the flat?
Well,
Did you think?
Sean
Oh,
was living there, so
yeah.
when I first stay over, when I first stay overnight, I just laid in bed and I feel like couldn't get to sleep, and I looked on the door of the bedroom. We left the light on in the hallway, so you can just see in the gap between
Okay.
the
Yeah.
door the light of the hallway going through. And I am laying in bed and I'm just looking at that door, and they start to swing, so I can see more and less of the light. And I went, Sean, because I thought his dad was still living with us,
Yeah.
with Sean, and he had a dementia. So I said, Sean, your dad is up, I think, and he may need you. So he got up and he was sound asleep. But no, he's asleep. And then I knew.
Yeah.
I got up next day and I said, Sean, do you know your flat is haunted? He went, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is. No, it's not. And later on, he admit to me that he knows the flat is haunted. He just
wow.
didn't want to tell me straight away in case I ran.
Okay, she linked it.
Oh dear.
And is obviously we know Sean. So is Sean a big believer in paranormal? After the
He
flat,
do
did that
believe.
really sort of woke him up to it?
Well, he always had the experience since he was little boy living there.
Right.
So yeah, he knows it. He
So
knows
it's quite
the paranormal
active,
is
right?
real.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's quite active right from the beginning, as he was a child growing up.
yeah.
Oh wow.
He always said every night about the same time he had a knock on the wall which woke him up.
Oh wow.
And that knock was there when I was there as well.
Was it? You heard it as well?
Yeah. And I tell you
Wow.
quickly another story. I didn't tell that before. When Sean was little, he went on the school trip. And his mom gave him like few pounds to buy himself something. So he bought something for him, and he thought he buy something back for mom. So he bought like a little porcelain doll with the shoeing bell inside, so you can ring it.
All right.
So when his mom passed away, he was on his own at home. He didn't met me then yet. He was like young in his 20s. And he was on his own in the flat. And that doll rang on its own. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh wow.
And he ran. He ran to his brother. Yeah. Because he knew it was his mom.
His mum. Oh wow.
Yeah, he got scared. And when he came back home, he ripped the bell out and chucked it out. So the doll stayed without the bell inside, so it doesn't ring again. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So the doll was always standing like on top of the unit in the living room. Even when I moved in there, the doll was still there. And I was pregnant with Maya. And I was about 7 months pregnant, something like that. We went for the midwife checkup. And when I come back, where we both come back, I was quite tired, end of pregnancy, so you just want to lay and sleep. And I was quite big as well, so I was getting tired easy. And we had all my room prepared with the cot in the smaller bedroom. And I said to Sean, I supposed to drop him off to work. And I said to him, before I drop you off to work, I'm going to lay down on the bed just to 10-15 minutes have a rest. So I laid in my bedroom. We had a cot there, and behind the door was like a double bed.
Yeah.
So I lay in there, and Sean said, okay, so as you lay down, I go lay down to our bedroom. So it's only us two in the flat, yeah? I'm laying in little bedroom, Sean's laying on the bed in the bigger bedroom. And no one's talking, no telly on, nothing, and all we can hear, ding, 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 that door rang.
Oh no!
I heard that, he heard that. And he said, Dora, did you hear that? I said, yeah, it's your mom.
And
Yeah.
did you keep the doll, or did you get rid of it after that?
No, we kept it. I think it's still somewhere here in the house.
Yeah.
Even we moved,
Ah.
must be somewhere. If
Have
it's
you-
not
and
here,
you've
it's
never heard it
probably in
ring?
the loft. No, just that one time I heard it.
Oh wow!
It was coming, the noise was coming out of the living room. Ding, ding, ding. Obviously, Sean froze. Dora,
Yeah.
did you hear that? I said, yeah. It's your mom.
That's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that would say that she would stay in the flat then, and never actually really left the flat after she'd passed. Then
Probably.
how
She
strange is
probably
that?
went visit people, but yeah.
I often
Yeah.
wondered that, like when I was watching Darren that time, and the book came out the bookcase behind him. I mean, he never really got to the bottom of it. Why? I just can't even remember what book it was, but you know, I don't know. But they obviously, is it attention seeking? Great story, Dora, from Alan.
Trying to get attention for something.
Attention for something, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a good story, Dora.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I've got a few more, but you know.
For it. For it.
Blackpool's all yours. We got any comments, Angela? Anybody want?
Nope.
All quiet. Go for it, Dora, if you want. Entirely up to you.
Listening intently.
Sean told me that was when Maya was born. I was at work. I was working mornings and he was working afternoons. So I was at work and he was playing in the hallway with Maya. They was rolling the ball to each other, sitting on the floor. And he sat against the front door. So they playing in the hallway and they hear a knock on the door. So Sean gets up thinking someone's coming. Open the door, no one's there. So he sat back down and keep playing with Maya. And there was again knock on the door.
Yeah.
So he quickly got up and looked through the how you call that?
Spyglass.
Yeah. And there's no one there. You know, no one would walk away so fast off the door.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got another upstairs and go downstairs. We was on the first floor. You would hear someone running the stairs as well. Because it was quite echoey.
Right.
So yeah. He sat back down. And they keep playing and there's another knock on the door. So he quickly got up, unlocked the door, opened the door. No one. Dead quiet.
Oh, wow.
Dead
And
quiet.
never. And do you think that was his mum or just another spirit passing through? Or
We don't know. We don't know. He also, that was when, that's quite creepy. Leon was born. Maya was in nursery. I was at work. And Leon just learned to go on his 4.
Oh, yeah.
But he wasn't that fast yet, you know. And Sean was doing washing up in the kitchen, and Leon sat on the floor in the kitchen with him, just sitting down, looking around at him. And Sean went back to the living room to check something and come back in, literally like out and back in. And when he come back in, he froze because all the cupboards on the bottom of the cupboards was open, all the doors.
Ooh.
And he said, he just looked at Leon and said, "Have you done that?" And he just, babysitting on the floor, looking at him, what he wants, And it wasn't. He wasn't out of that kitchen that long for Leon to do it. I don't think Leon done that.
No.
He was too small to do that.
Was that the only time that happened?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's strange, isn't it? So Leon couldn't have crawled all the way around and opened all the doors at the same as quick as that.
No.
So when you're like growing up in Poland, because your village is near a train station? Is that correct?
Well, I live in a little town.
Yeah.
So it's probably driving distance to train station is about 10 minutes.
So as you grew up in Poland, did you experience similar sort of spooky things, or you just didn't really notice them, or as growing up in Poland?
My mom used to tell us like ghost stories,
Right.
what my dad experienced before, and then it was my brother met his girlfriend and she told us some stories, her family experience. It's always been there, but no one never paid big attention to it.
Right. And is that because of the religion of being a Catholic, or you just
probably
carried on? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's happened. Yeah, probably someone come visit us from the other side. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. And then when you came over here, your experiences are obviously different.
I think,
yeah,
it's all, I think, kicked in because of that flat.
Right, yeah. And that's where your experience in the paranormal started. It's from the flat.
Yeah. Very, very first started when we went out with Sean for all day, and we come back late in the afternoon, and I was so tired, so I just laid on the sofa, and he put telly on, and he put Most Haunted on.
Oh,
and I was like this. I was like, what? That's impossible. And I was like watching every day, and that's how it started. I said, I need to do that.
Funny. What about you, Angela? What was your first, was it Most Haunted that started you off in it? Or was you into the paranormal before you met Darren? Or how did your venture start?
I'd always been interested in it, but I hadn't really done anything. And I didn't watch Most Haunted or anything like that. I guess I just listened to stories, and then Darren was telling me about stuff, and I know at first he didn't want to tell me that he had his own group and he was into paranormal investigating, because I was with the church at the time, and he thought those two not going to go together. When he told me, I was like, oh, that's really exciting. And then, I think I just sort of learned from him and followed him around for investigations, and then, just went from there.
So what did you think when he said to you that what he does? Do you think, was this bloke mad, or what? Or what did you think?
Exciting. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I want to know more.
Oh wow. It just shows you, doesn't it? Mine started off when I think I might have been in my early 20s, maybe middle 20s, when you probably heard this story, when I went to sleep one night. It was like a Monday, and I was awoken in my sleep by that sudden feeling like someone was in the room. I suddenly woke with a startle, and it was about 3 o'clock-ish, and I'm sort of looking around the room. thinking there's someone in the room, there's someone in the house, that feeling. And as I looked sort of up at the end of the bed, I saw my nan standing there. And I thought, well, she's been dead 10 years. How can that be? And like she was just standing, just as I remember as a boy, you know, with her pinny on and her little tight curly grey hair and her little round glasses they used to wear. And I thought, and I sort of looked, and then she disappeared, and I went back to sleep. Obviously, woke up in the following morning thinking, oh, it's just a dream. Maybe it's, you know, she's around, or I don't know. And this happened for like 3 nights in a row. She was in the same place 3 nights in a row, around about the same time, around about 10 to 3 o'clock-ish, just after 3. And I'm thinking, you know, once or twice, okay, maybe, but 4 times is something. So on the 4th night, I thought I was going to try and see, because I could see in the darkness, like she was lip reading, like she was saying something in the darkness. And I thought, well, I can't see it, because obviously the distance between yourself and spirit is quite a distance away. So I thought, I know, if she comes back on the 4th night, I'm going to sit up and move closer and try and see what she's trying to say, because there must be something in why she's there. So sure enough, the same night, took me a while to settle, because I think I was sort of waiting for it. And when you're waiting for it, it just doesn't happen, does it? And I must have obviously drifted off to sleep and whatever. And then that feeling, it was always the same feeling. It wasn't scary like someone had broken in. You just knew there was someone there. And I remember sitting upright, and she was standing there at the end of the bed, and I'm thinking, right. And as I sort of got closer to her, I sort of shuffled myself down the bed and said to her, Nan, what are you saying? I can't see what you're. I'm trying to lead her lips. She just disappeared as I got closer, which I was like, where has she gone? Why has she done that? Why has she, you know, because obviously now you understand why spirit move away from you. And then, and I thought then, you know, why has she come round? Why has she, it wasn't an anniversary, it wasn't a birthday or anything like that. So it really sort of intrigued me to start me off thinking, what did I see? What was she? Is there something I should be doing that she's telling me, or is there something coming up that I need to look for? And then a couple of days later, I was looking for the local paper, like it used to be called The Informer, but it was all about the local village and that. And Royal Holloway were doing a parapsychology course for adults. And I thought, oh, I wonder if I do that, whether that would answer the question why she was there. So I rung them out and said, oh, what's it about? And they said, well, it's about this, that, you know, angels, time travel, all various things, the paranormal, spirits that we see, spirits that try to communicate. And I thought, this is probably what I need to do. Because obviously at that age, I wasn't open. When I was a child, I knew I was slightly different. But they would always say, don't be silly, you know, people are dead once they're gone. Mum, I'm telling you, I just know, you know, they're gone. They were never a spiritual believer, my mum and dad, you know, like they were in them days. And I think, and then I thought, do you know what? Maybe if I was opened up or tuned in, I might have heard her rather than lip read. Maybe I wasn't tuned in to hear her voice, or and I was trying to sort of look at the lip reading side of it. And then I did the parapsychology course, and I've never ever seen her since. No. So I often wonder, was it she's telling me you have a gift and you need to do something about it? Or I don't think it was a warning, because nothing ever happened. No. So I never know to this day. And I mean, she died Queen's Jubilee, 77. Oh. And I saw her at least 9-10 years later. So there was quite a period of time, and it wasn't an anniversary, it wasn't a passing or anything like that. There's a reason she was there. I don't know why she was there, and I still don't know to this day whether it was to make me aware of the paranormal, or aware of maybe that's the road I should be taking. I don't know. Look, about yourself, Luke. How did you get into all of this?
I think my uncle started going to paranormal groups, and he used to watch on TV.
What did you watch on the TV? The most haunted?
Yeah.
Well, you think that was the only program really at that time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
You know, they put that program on right at the very right time, didn't they? Where I think the paranormal was really coming to light, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And did that sort of start you off? You think you want to learn more, Luke, or was it you think, oh, I don't know about this? It's a bit scary. This lot, you know, running around in the dark looking for things. What did you think?
I got more interested when I was 16. I went to my first investigation at 16. It's like a junior paranormal group my uncle took me on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's in this weird house in Portsmouth, I think it was.
Oh.
Not Dora's flat, was it?
I knew I was going to say that.
It's to do with Portsmouth Football Club, I think it's to do with.
All right.
Ah, you mean it was in stadium?
It said this is where the football club was formed, it said.
So is that house still there then, or?
I'm not sure. I can't remember what it's called now. I'm sure it's been done up and people live in there, I think maybe now. It was empty at the time.
Do you know where it is then, Andrew and Dora?
Well, I know where the stadium is, but
Yeah, the only one thing think about, you know, the main gate, Angela. It's kind of Victorian style, you know.
Yeah, there's lots of houses around there. Well, there's a few sort of entrances, but the main one, it's like in a little residential street.
Oh, okay.
So it could be one of those.
Might be that one, yeah. It was in the street, yeah. In a street thing, yeah.
Oh, so it could be where Angela's saying then.
Could be also where the ticket office is.
Yeah, it could be.
So I wonder if the stadium's haunted.
Yeah, we did an investigation there, me and Darren.
Did you?
Yeah, a long time ago. Probably one of my first ones.
Right. What was it like?
It was a long time ago. I can't remember. I know there wasn't a great deal going on, but I think there were certain rooms, because they've got lots of conference rooms and stuff there.
Right.
There were certain rooms that we got some things happening, but and when I sat in the stands, and you can like see obviously all the chairs and everywhere, and I don't know if it was our imagination or not, but it looked like now and again a chair would flip down or flip up, you know, the flippy uppy down seats. But I don't know if we were imagining that. I don't think wind would move them because they're quite heavy, but
yeah.
We saw little movements, but it's so sort of far away and you couldn't watch everything because there's so many.
Yeah, it's vast, isn't it, when you go in a stadium? So what made you go there then? Was Darren asked to go in there then? Or
yeah, I can't remember which group it was or anything, but
right.
Yeah, we just ended up going along.
How interesting, isn't it? Never thought of a football stadium, would you?
The picture on the main South Coast Ghost page is me and him sat in the stands.
Ah, right. Yeah. It is as well, isn't it? Yeah. Now you say it. Interesting. I never thought of approaching a football club, a very old football club, because you probably would have got all the old boys from the 40s and 30s or wherever, however, there, wouldn't you, sitting on seats?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they go back there.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah. Like you were saying, you see the chairs flip down occasionally. You know, is it them coming back and watching the game?
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? Could do, couldn't they? Yeah. Well, they go and have a pint and a pie at the lunch at half time.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Never thought of a football club. They have a lot of history, a lot of energy, don't they? So there's no reason why they wouldn't be haunted, is there? Really?
I don't think
interesting. So Dora went to a location today, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments, please put them on the screen and we can answer them. Dora went to a location today to clear her head, which is a lovely location because it's quiet.
Yeah.
So how did you get on there, Dora? Was it busy? Was there a lot of people there?
It was quite a lot of people walking around with dogs, and there was two like teenager girls doing videos probably for TikTok and all dancing around. And I feel like, all right.
Didn't you join them?
Not actually. No. I don't want to shame them, with my moves.
A bit of you, Luke, in it, bit of movement.
Yeah.
Throw down some tunes at Waverley.
Yeah.
So, did you pick up anything there?
Well, last time I went there with Maya for a walk through the day, we sat under the tree and we had a knocking on the tree. And I said to Maya, I say, you're knocking on the tree. She went, no. And she heard it, I heard it. And, then we just went. And today I sat underneath. And I thought about that knocking. And there is heard it, knock on the tree. And it's not like bird would knock on the tree. It's literally like someone knocking on the door.
Oh.
So I take my phone out and I do recordings. I'm talking to my phone, about that knocking. And I done about 3 minutes, just sat there, and it was a bit windy as well. So I thought all I would be able to hear would be just wind.
Yeah.
And then geese was very loud out there.
All right.
So I listened back to the recording. And I'm talking on it like that. I heard that knock, and I'm walking around the tree now to see if anyone is on the other side. But I know it's not because I was on my own. And as I'm listening to that, I can hear whistling in the background.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I listened to that when I got home, not there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't want to freak myself out. So, yeah.
That is a good place. We need to go back there. Don't we? Do an evening, and we'd be welcome. We'd be welcome there anyway, as we're part of the English heritage. So we'd be all right. We'll go back there one night. Do our not that we've ever been there before, but this will be our first time there. Where is it again? Somewhere near Luke, I think. So it was interesting, and you had some knocks and that.
Yeah, on your own, you have no one to talk to.
Yeah.
You just sat there really for
Do you find that
10 minutes.
You know what I find when I'm there? How peaceful it is there. You feel peaceful.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
I was getting cold of that wind, and I just sat under that tree, and I feel like I don't really want to go. And when I was going, I keep stopping on the path and turning around.
Yeah.
Ah,
I want to go back because it's so nice.
Do you get that, Luke, when you're there?
Not when time gets on. As the later it gets worse, more creepy.
Is it? I mean, it was creepy the night we had the mist around us, wasn't it? That night.
Yeah.
I thought about that today when I was there.
When that just turned up out of nowhere, that was just another level, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What? I don't think it was creepy. It was just you just didn't know where it come from, and where it gone was the strangest thing.
And it was swirling around, you can see the movement.
Yeah.
I was more worried about getting back to the toilet.
Jim was worried about finding a way back to the car park. Me and Dora were spinning round and round, trying to think that something's going to come through the mist into the circle where we were standing. I think Luke was looking around the same as we.
Everyone, yeah.
It's just a strange feeling. Just a very, very strange feeling.
Yeah.
The tree was a very weird place for me. I had a team member scratched, and the photos we've got at the time, the close zoom in was wicked. See, I often wondered You know, I know we go over there, but who else goes there and summons things?
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, and we wandering in, aren't we? Happy. Sorry, Anja?
Why would they do it there when it's such a lovely place?
Well, yeah, it's a religious place, isn't it?
Hmm.
You know, and we sort of go wandering over there, don't we? You're all happy and, yeah, great to be back here and all of that type of stuff. We don't actually know what we're actually walking through, do we? You know, what if they've summoned something and we don't know?
Hmm.
You know that bit when you walk in and you've got that ruins you can go between when you try to be funny with Jenny one night and you walk past.
Just about to say that. Oh, this is on.
Yeah, you remember?
Oh,
We kept sticking our
yeah.
heads around the corner.
Oh my god. So yeah, every time I walk through that bit, through that gap, I got the feeling like I step into different timeline.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that, Andrew, when you go there?
No, I feel a bit sort of wibbly wobbly in places, like I'm sort of swaying back and forwards, but yeah.
Hanging tree, I feel like out of breath.
Strange, yeah. What about you, Luke?
Yeah, the back of it where the river is a different time zone there. You feel a different time period at the back there.
I've been there today as well.
And that's where them concrete stones are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At the very back. What about your mum? Have you ever been to Mother Loveram's cave?
I've
Dora
been there
went there today.
Oh.
Dora's just about to tell us about it.
Yeah.
Tell us about what happened, Dora.
So I managed to find it because last time I was looking for it, I went other direction and got lost.
Like you do.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. So I found it today, and you know, bring myself a cup of coffee with me, and I feel like I'm going for a walk. It must be far away.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
No, it's not that far off the road, is it?
No, and I'm walking, and I didn't expect to be that close, to be honest. And I was like, "It's there. It's here. I'm here. I found it. I'm here. I found it." And when I go close to it, close because it's gate off,
Yeah.
I felt kind of dizzy. And I thought, that's not very good feeling I'm getting. And then I got close to the gate and I see a cut of the hair being tied up with the white ribbon on the gate. And I thought, okay, not touching that.
Yeah.
And then back home on the photos, I saw so close. Did she say hi? I didn't spoke there. I just kept quiet, to be honest.
Oh.
Took few photos, and on the photo back home, I saw on the gate like a cross made out of the straws or something like that. Grass. Stick to the gate as well. Very eerie place, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe Dell tell you what that was for. It's a straw that's shaped in it. Is it shaped in a like a cross?
Yeah, not like a Jesus cross, just like, you know.
Yeah, and the hair was tied to it.
Equal side. No, the hair was further down on the railings, on the gates. Hair tied up with white ribbon.
Strange, isn't it? I think I only went there many, many years ago with Darren once, and it was just like a flying visit. Really, we were in and out because I think we were heading to Waverley at the time. I'm sure that's where we went. So I've never been back there since. So I don't know how much it's changed over the years. But
well, the cave used to be open. They fenced it off a few years ago because you know stones start falling off and
Yeah.
people start going in and damaging as they do.
Well, me and Jen went there many years ago. We were just up the road in a house, but the house was not on the road. It was about, I don't know, quarter of a mile in from the road through the trees.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was a murder house
Yeah.
that we'd come across. Do you remember it, Luke? Did you go there?
Never went there, but I heard about it. Yeah.
Myself, Jen, and I'm sure Darren was there.
It was, he might well have been, but it was, oh, God.
It's
Paranormal.
Sorry, Paranormal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And we wandered in there. She'd found this place. And normally, as far as I can understand, is if something murder happens, they tend to knock the house down. But this one had a triple murder inside the house. But it was right in the middle of the trees, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You remember? And it's quite a walk off the road. And it literally, as you know, the bend as you come round towards Waverley, we turn right there, don't we? We park in the car park. If you carry around the bend, it goes up the hill. It's just along there on the left-hand side.
We got lost.
Sorry,
That's
Dora?
where I drive. That's where I drive back that way.
Yeah, but it sits back. We went there to go. I think we were meeting Darren and a few others there, and we couldn't find it. Me and Jen, we were driving up and down and up and down. And in the end, we ended up back at Waverley car park. We parked there. Oh no, that's right. They suddenly came out from behind the hedge, and I dropped Jen there, and I ended up going down the hill, parking in the Waverley car park, and walking all the way back up the hill, and then we went in there. But that was a really creepy place.
Yeah.
But obviously,
we saw that light outside, didn't we?
it's like we were standing there. We could, I think it was on like different levels. That's the dog breeder who killed his wife and stepchild. I think it is. Yeah, I think it was that house. Yeah. But it was in because they had dog kennels up on upper level. Do you remember, Jim?
Yeah.
And we could obviously Jen with her bad back couldn't get up the upper levels, and I think if I remember right, Darren and Joe and a few others went into above and round the back of it, and me and Jen were standing there, and it was quite eerie. But there was a green mist, slowly coming up. I think I've got a picture of it. I'll send it to Andrew. You try and put it on. There's like a green mist coming out the window when we were standing there. So we both looked and went, "What is that?" And it literally was like a thick green mist coming out of the house. We actually went inside and then went upstairs, and there was like a safe upstairs, wasn't there? And it was just strange, a very, very odd place. All right, you knew what had happened there. It had been a terrible incident that had happened there, but it was the most strangest place that we'd ever been to be honest. Like I say, something's happened there, so you're always tenderly sort of thinking, this is where. But you walked in and you just knew something terrible had happened. It was that really heavy, depressing type feeling, And then I think we were there for about an hour while me and Jen were at the bottom, and the others, Darren and that, walking round, looking at the dog kennels and other places. Wasn't it? I think it was quite a cruel place. But that's that. That was just literally up the road from Waverley, but you can't see the house. You can only see like what looks like a little gate in the wall. But it'd be quite easy to drive straight past it and not see it. Whether the house is still there, I don't know. But there was a rumour they were going to knock it down. So I don't actually know. Do you know if it's still there, Luke?
I think it's knocked down now, I think.
Is it? Yeah, I did wonder that, but that was a strange one. But that was all in that same area. And probably would have been on the grounds of the church anyway, wouldn't it? Hundreds and hundreds of years ago. It wouldn't have been a road in the middle, would it? So, I don't know. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed tonight. A couple of things. Fort Brockhurst coming up on the 25th of April. Tickets are still available. So drop onto the website and have a look. It's easy. Just click on Ticket Source and it'll take you straight to the tickets. Come and get your tickets and come and see us, 4 of us live, 5 of us with Jen, live. We so look better when we're live, honestly. It looks like I don't have hair, but I do have a little bit at the side, so you'd be surprised. Also, we've had the confirmation the 16th of May for Netley Abbey. So that's the 16th of May, Dora, is that right?
Yeah.
So that will be like a little ghost walk round or a few little bits on the way round it. So we're just finalising times with her now. But we've had confirmation we can do that, Netley Abbey. There's a few people that want to go that have been there. Or I think, who was telling me they grew up in that area? It might have been Daz off the Spirit Brothers. I think he grew up in that area. And he remembers sitting on the ruins when he was a child and seeing these different things happening in the grounds. I'm sure it was Dad, so I'll try and ask him when I see him. But we've got that coming up on the 15th, 16th, whatever it was. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. The 16th of May. So that's coming up. Thank you, Alan. So that's coming up. So if you want tickets, I think it's £20 a ticket and everything's going back to Netley Abbey and the English heritage. So again, we make nothing out of that. It's to keep the ruins alive so everybody can see them. And I think Angela's been there. They're lovely, aren't they, Angela?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very nice place.
And Dora's been there. You've been there, Dora, haven't you?
Yeah.
Luke, have you ever been there?
I haven't, no.
So that'll be on that day. So that'll be interesting going around there and not late at night. Obviously, I think what was the times, Dora? We were trying to agree 7 to 11, wasn't it?
Yeah, 11 midnight. We see how it goes.
Something like that. So not a late night, but hopefully we should get some sort of interaction. We'll do a little bit of a ghost walk around there and chat about it, and then we'll take a bit of our stuff and have a bit of a go to see what happens. Obviously,
fingers crossed it won't be raining.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Again, it's subject to the weather. If it's torrential rain, I don't think there's many places to shelter. So, we want it on a nice warm evening. That's what we'd like. So fingers crossed for May 16th. It'll be a nice warm evening and we'll have a good time there. We'll enjoy it. And then we're finding about a couple of other locations. We're just waiting for confirmation to come back about them and dates. That's it, really, isn't it? Anything else?
To send our condolences to Graham.
Oh, yeah, we'd like to send our condolences from all the panel and everybody who watches the Monday Night Live to Graham and his family for the loss of his brother. Our hearts go out to you, mate. All condolences for all of us and everybody that watches the Monday Night Live. We'll have Graham on here one day, but obviously not tonight as he's buried his brother today. So our condolences to you, mate, and, hope everything, the family's okay. The worst bit's over now, so hopefully we'll speak to you soon. So take care, mate, and your family. To say all condolences from all of us, and we'll see you soon. So that's it, really, for tonight. Unless Luke, got anything to add?
That's all right, yeah.
What about your mum? She got anything to add tonight?
No.
No? Oh, Lynn, you were always talking on the paranormal night. And you get here and you go all quiet. What's going on?
Quiet.
Dora, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you for your input.
Thanks, Dora, for your stories. They were interesting tonight.
That's okay. I think of some more.
Yeah. Yeah, we like a good story, ghost story, just before we go to bed. Whoa.
Yeah.
Nothing like keeping us awake. Thanks for that. So if you hear knocking on the door, it's Dora's friend. So, Angela, you got anything you'd like to add tonight?
Only that we've got Explorers of the Afterlife on next week.
Oh, right. There we go. Tune in. Can't wait for that. So tune in, everybody. Come in, send your comments in or ask them the questions. So interested in, and where are they from? Where are they based, Angela?
They're in America, but I can't remember where. It's a big place.
It's a big place, yeah. It's somewhere in that big place. So tune in next Monday. That'll be interesting. Listen to the stories from across the pond, as they say. So please tune in. Explorers of the Paranormal, is it?
Explorers of the Afterlife.
There you go. Explorers of the Afterlife next week. So it only remains for me to say thank you, Angela, Dora, Luke, Paul, Jenny. Thank you for tonight, Dora, for popping on and giving us your stories. Once again, have a very, very safe week. And we'll see you next Monday for the Explorers of the Afterlife. So tune in next Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye.
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 Bye.